Romeo asked her, will thou be my own true love? Juliet whispered, you don't know me at all. I wish I knew everything. I wish I could read your mind. I wish I could find a way around the trouble in your eyes. You say you're an open book, but maybe you're between the lines. If I could take a closer look, who would I find? Show me how you need to be loved. Show me how you need to be loved. How much is too much? How much is too little? How much is enough? Show me how you need to be loved. I wish I knew what it meant when you smile that crooked smile, sifting through the evidence. This could take a little while. Maybe you could clue me in. You know what you're all about. And won't I love you better when the truth is out? Show me how you need to be loved. Show me how you need to be loved. How much is too much? How much is too little? How much is enough? Show me how you need to be loved. Unmistakable, undeniable as the beat of your heart. There's a light I can see way down there in the dark. Show me how you need to be loved. Show me how you need to be loved. How much is too much? How much is too little? How much is enough? Show me how you need to be loved. Show me how you need to be loved. Why cover it up? Why be such a riddle? Why make it so tough? Show me how you need to be loved.
Tom Kimmel, you are fantastic.
Oh, thank
you. So many memories get back to me. I mean, before Corona, we played sometimes together, and I love you.
Yeah, lots of times.
Yeah. So everyone who is watching now, this is Tom Kimmel, and I'm Eva Hillered, and this is Peter Östman Hillered, my husband, and we're going to talk about a workshop that Tom and me are going to be the kind of guides. We're going to guide you songwriters to develop a lot, to have a lot of fun, to just, you know, have this opportunity to only write music together with other passionate songwriters. It's really amazing.
And I will make coffee and stuff.
Yeah, and you will also ask us some questions, because I could talk forever about songwriting.
Yeah.
I guess you can too, Tom.
Yes, I can.
No problem.
Because Tom, you tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I've been a professional songwriter, a singer-songwriter for my entire adult life. I've really been fortunate that I've been able to make my living doing what I love, and sometimes a good living, sometimes not so much, but it's been my job and I've been really fortunate in that other artists have recorded my songs often enough that it's kept me fed. Artists from Johnny Cash to Linda Ronstadt and songs in film and TV and occasionally television advertisement, those kinds of things. But I'm really blessed because I really write from my own heart, and I write what I feel. And it's such a beautiful thing when I can write what I feel inspired to do, and it also finds its way into the world in ways that feed me, that allow me to do this work as my full-time job.
Yeah, and that's really the focus of our workshop, is writing from inside out.
That's right.
Yeah, and Sweden is a small country, but I had a lot of success in the beginning of my career. I was Grammy nominated for and I've been writing in both English and Swedish because I'm from Sweden.
Yes.
And then I also have been doing music my whole life. I also been teaching my whole life. So I wrote actually a best-selling book about songwriting because
Yes.
Sweden is so small. So it's really great to be able to say it's a best-selling book in this genre, you know. So I've been doing a lot of workshops with songwriters to inspire people to. I
think one of the things that you and I have in common is that we both are a little shy about our own credit, so to speak. But I'll speak on behalf of Eva and just say she's an extraordinarily talented singer, songwriter, and teacher, and I've had the opportunity to work quite a bit with her, and it's always a joy. And I should add, too, that I've teach a lot. I've taught quite a lot, and this will be my third time to come to Crete to work with Eva, and the first time at their new retreat center. So it's a fabulous opportunity for me.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I you know what I think about your songwriting and songs, and to be a co-teacher with you is just. You're an amazing teacher. So now it's said.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I think people watching this would like to know something about what will happen. And first of all, I heard that it can be quite a life-changing event coming to this kind of workshop. I know you've done it dozens of times, both of you, or 20 or 30 or how many, I don't know. But sometimes you can see it's quite life-changing for people, and I know it was for you also.
Yeah.
The first time you went, and why is that? Can you say something about that?
Well, it's been life-changing for me too. I've done retreats here, but the first retreat I did with Eva was on Visby, and not in Visby, but on Gotland, and of course we were in Visby at times, and I was amazed of the word synergy, or the way everybody fed off everybody else's energy, and everyone was so incredibly productive. And that I have found to be the case in all the retreats I've done with Eva, including writing songs ourselves. And it's just been, it opened me up to the whole possibility of what we can do when our hearts are in the same place and we're encouraging each other, and we're writing in a community. And the other thing wonderful about this type of retreat for me is that we leave our world behind. So we're not trying to do our normal day-to-day activities. We are we're on planet songwriting, and it's just wonderful. And having been in Lindos there in Crete before, I can tell you it's just a sort of a magical place. I've so loved it. I'm bringing my wife this time, and she's really excited about coming and being on the edge of our creative work.
Yeah. For me, it was also life-changing the first time because I was a Swedish kind of pop star in a small market, and then I went abroad to an international songwriting retreat. And I met so many people, and I saw so many more ways to be able to continue with my music without being number one in Sweden on a hit list with music that I didn't like. So it has been the same for me, that it really shows a different way, so many possibilities, because you get to know so many people on a deeper level. I say I have my world is, the whole world is my home, because I have so many songwriting friends all around the world. And we are like a special kind of family, I think. And because we help each other through this, so many things happened in my life. So it's someone asked me how did you do your records, and then I just told her that these retreats has been the key really for a new way of looking at the possibilities we have as songwriters to reach out with our music. And besides everything you said, Tom, I totally agree. It's a magical thing, and it's a magical thing to hear these songs being born.
Yes.
You know, you come with nothing, and after we have like 20, 40 new songs, it's just amazing that when we inspire each other and lift each other, what we can do together. So,
yes.
And it's a fact that very many of the best songs are written in co-writing. You can just talk about Lennon McCartney and that kind of songs, and you know they are among the best. And you are doing all the time co-writing in these workshops. Is that true?
Usually, you know, the more recent workshops I've had a chance to lead, I will say I encourage everyone to participate in co-writing, whether you're familiar with it or not. I find that it's really therapeutic, you might say. But I always feel like if someone is going to come to the retreat and they are working on a project and they really want to, you know, let the energy inspire them to work some on what they're doing, it's okay, you know.
Really, so I also do the same. That you take one day off and really not write or rewrite something or write something on your own. So it's not like a must, you have to.
That's right.
It's a good opportunity to get to know other songwriters.
Right.
Since this relation you get when you write a song together is so special also. So it's not only what you create together, but it's also the relation you get. And the tools you get from another songwriter. Maybe use some other chords or whatever that you wouldn't use normally.
Yes, absolutely. That's part of the beauty of it, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody brings their gifts, and we don't all have the same gifts. So I always take home some things. I mean, when I'm teaching, I'm still participating in certain ways, some writing and some being available for feedback and that sort of thing as we go along. But I always learn some important things, always.
Same here.
Can you say something about what a normal day in this kind of planet songwriting is made of?
Well, when I've worked with you before, Eva, and what we've talked about a little bit is gathering in the morning and doing some, we'll have breakfast, of course. And breakfast will be a part of our retreat this time.
Yeah, a possibility. They can make breakfast.
They can make their own if they please. Okay, but we'll gather, and Eva will lead some loosening up exercises. She's quite good at that. I love being a part of that as well. And then I'll do a short talk, or we'll do a short talk, and it'll be pretty short. It will be very focused, and it will be on an aspect of writing, and then we will suggest a topic or some song prompt, something to get us started, you know, to get us thinking along the main thing is to get the boat in the water. And we get the boat in the water, who knows where it will go, but we'll assist. And that's helpful to me as a writer too, if I have an idea of some kind of direction. So we'll have our task for the day, our writing assignment for the day, and then we'll go with our writing partner, most of us, and we'll work on that idea. And then oftentimes we'll share that idea later in the day, or later in the evening we'll share it, or certainly before the week is out, we'll share all of the work that we've done. Eva, what would you like to add to that?
Well, I think that was about it. That's of course we're always attended to the now. We have all these tools, both you and me, and then depending on the group and the need of the group, we can always kind of improvise. We're really good at improvising, both of us.
Yes.
So we don't have like a fixed thing. We have just a lot of tools with us, incorporated in our songwriting minds. So
Right.
so we discuss in the evening what was good and what you know, so we can adjust to the certain people who come.
Right.
It doesn't need to be like you have written songs your whole life. You could be a beginner, or you can be.
Oh, right.
And that works really well too in this kind of setting.
And I'm glad you said that, because I think it's important for anyone who's thinking about coming to realize that it really doesn't matter where we are in our development as writers. We can be complete beginners or we can be old pros. It doesn't really matter. To quote the Tibetan Buddhist teacher Pema Chodron, start where you are. And we're always starting where we are. And that's the perfect place to start. This is not some sales pitch or whatever. It's just the way it is, you know. We're always there with what we're comfortable with, what we're uncomfortable with, at the edge of our limitations. And that's the nature of the artist, is to be growing into those hard places, growing into those mysterious places, you know, and we'll do that together. Yeah. And when we have a small group and a unique setting like this too, then we have flexibility to shape the week as we go along, according to how things are flowing and according to what people are needing or wanting. You know, it'll be
I think, Eva, I've seen you doing amazing workshops here at least 20 times. And 2 other times you were a co-teacher, Tom. And so you both have impressions of doing it, not only doing this kind of workshop, but doing it here. So will you tell the people something about what's unique with this village, Lendas, in the southern part of Crete?
Well, being an American, you know, and I joked earlier about Planet Songwriting, but it's so different from any place I've ever been in North America. And it's not just the climate, which is wonderful, and we're on the Mediterranean, which is wonderful, but this village, it's a very welcoming, sweet place. I don't speak Greek, but somehow, you know, between what English people know or what bilingual people are around, it's no problem getting around or shopping in the tiny market there or ordering in the fantastic restaurants or any of that stuff. It's a joy. And when I show pictures to friends, you know, this is where I'm going, they're like, no, get out of here, you dog, you know. Do you need anybody to carry your guitar? You know, people always say that, you know. I'll say,
we love this. We love this place. We've been here so many years, and now we built our own place here. Yeah, and it's a little wilder here than in the village, and it's good because the summers can be quite full booked in the village. So here it's totally silence and the sea and the mountains. It's all you see.
It's very quiet.
And we're going to fill this place with a lot of music, and we have the peace, and that's amazing here. Yeah. Totally silence, and these skies in the night, you know, you can just lie and watch the stars in the night. Yeah. And I get inspired just as soon as I get out on the pergola. I start, you know, I get new song ideas.
And there will be a concert up on the roof from here, and it's a wonderful place, as well as in maybe 1 or 2 tavernas.
Yeah, we'll do some concerts.
Inviting the Greek people and then the tourists.
Yeah. We will play for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's also historic place here. There is a temple from antique times, and it was quite an important cult center in that time. So there are columns everywhere lying in the nature. Maybe you remember, Tom.
I do remember very well. I remember walking over the hill toward your place before you built it, and there's a column lying out in the middle of the field that's thousands of years old. It's incredible. And swimming, I remember swimming out into the water there in the front of before the village. and there's a column on the bottom. How did it get out there? You know, it must weigh many thousands of kilos, of pounds of, you know, it's lying there on the bottom.
Yeah,
that's right.
the
And,
ground
and,
is
and,
filled.
you know, I tell people here, you know, you can't believe it, but tell me if this is correct. But isn't it true that you can't build before your site has been inspected to make sure it doesn't
That's
have
right.
any
They dig
antiquities?
for 1 year here. They dig big holes in the plot, and it took us 3 years to even start to
to build,
build.
yeah, to
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
license. Yeah,
They have to make sure